More and more companies are mandating vaccines. That is also fueling a rise in the number of people seeking religious and medical exemptions. But tonight, we're asking, what are those exactly and how far do they go and do they work? Channel 9's Nick Papanton is live by Camping World Stadium to show us why experts say they're not the silver bullet some people think they are.
Yeah, there's this idea out there, as long as you claim you have a medical issue or religious objection, you are free and clear. But the bar is a lot higher, and it does come with consequences. The anti-vaccine movement's calls for freedom are increasingly unheeded.
This is what we're about, is freedom.
The problem is employers have freedom too. Freedom to mandate vaccinations with two exceptions. One medical, the other religious. And increasingly people are trying to get them.
I'm getting a lot of inquiries from the public, from workers.
Attorney Daniel Perez says the law about vaccine mandates is clearly in favor of the employers. The rules for exemptions, less so. But Perez says the legal system is establishing a higher bar than most people believe. Take medical.
A note from the doctor is not going to cut it. The employee may have to go see an immunologist to get a report.
Likewise, religious exemptions must go farther than a claim.
They may need to get a letter or note from their spiritual advisor, pastor, stating that the mask or the vaccine runs counter to one of the tenets in their faith.
That could present a problem for congregants of the Faith Assembly of God Church in Orange County, whose pastor offered to sign off on notes during a sermon last week.
Make it a matter of prayer. And we believe people have.
That's because Christianity, like most major religions, does not object to vaccinations. The pastor framed his recommendation in a more personal, spiritual context and said in a statement to Eyewitness News that his church isn't taking a stand on vaccines. Perez says the fact that pastors of similar churches are encouraging the shots opens up those objections to a legal challenge. Even if congregants get an exemption, he says it's not a free-for-all. The employer has to be able to accommodate whatever extra precautions are needed, and ultimately, you can still lose your job.
Those folks with a lot of public contact are going to see themselves having to honor the requirement, or the employer can replace them with someone who can.
At the end of the day, he says most people are subjectively afraid of the shots, not objectively unable to get them.
Are most of the people that are exploring this going to be able to meet that bar?
Not the ones that I've seen.
And tonight, more news that vaccine mandates are working here in Orange County. The Orange County Tax Collector's Office telling me that their vaccination rates are up to 90% of their employees. When the mandate was announced in that office 3 weeks ago, the number was about 45%. Live in Orlando, Nick Papanton, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.